Hello and welcome to another episode of MVPete playing FM21 in the year 2030. And today we have got the conclusion of our Champions League group that we could still qualify from. So I actually intended to show you the City game, which I played and thought I recorded. Turned out I didn't. It wasn't on. So what I'm going to do is just quickly catch you up on what's been happening. So you last saw this City game that we won 3-0, which was excellent. We then went on to beat Torino and Sassuolo 2-1 at Torino, which was a hard game actually. Took a wonder goal from Bisgard and a free kick from Pulisic to bring us the 3 points in that one. Then Sassuolo was a pretty, I wouldn't say it was a dominant performance, but we were clearly the better side, and it was a B team as well in preparation for the game against City. Vlahovic getting the penalty in that one. So yeah, Man City, we didn't win. It was a really tough game. We had problems at centre back. Satius had an injury that we gave him injections for so that he could play because we had no other centre backs. And I didn't want to bring Sarr into centre-back so that we'd have to put Delati on the right and bring on Jovic or... who's our Italian right back? It is... Why can't I remember his name? Mochin, of course. So yeah, I mean, it was a tough game. Away at City is never going to be easy, but 2-1, we gave a good performance of ourselves. But anyway, ended a 13-game winning streak there, unfortunately. Then we had a 1-1 draw at Bologna, which I'm going to say was a Champions League hangover. Torres getting us a point back. We were pretty poor in that game. Sakachi was back after his injury, not really fully fit. Played really well. Satius, obviously not involved because of his injury after the injections wore off. So that wasn't ideal. So we're now not perfect in the league. We're still unbeaten, though, I think in something like 23 games. So that's still going well in the league. And we followed that up with a beautiful 3-0 victory against Fiorentina. A hat-trick from Neto, which was excellent. Really well-deserved. So, yeah, a great game there. So what we're going to do is Ajax and Gladbach. Ajax is the big one here. Because as the Champions League groups stand, if we beat Ajax, we go level on points with them. And I'm pretty sure it's goal difference after that. So, yeah. I mean, I don't think... Gladbach shouldn't prove a challenge for us. And I'd be shocked if Ajax can pull one against City. So, even if they somehow manage to get a point, as long as we get 3 points against Gladbach, we'll be a couple of points ahead of them. So that's the important thing. So going into this game today, we do have a lot more options now. Obviously, we've had players come back from injury. We've had players get injured. So going into this, I'm going to go with the attacking mentality because we will. We're at home. We go attacking. Injury-wise, Antonio's not fully fit. He's really struggling to come back from fitness. And Lehaji and Serio came to me and wanted loans. Well, Lehaji wants a permanent move away, and Serio wants a loan move to get more game time, basically. So I said yes, because I don't really want to rock the boat too much. And they're not really integral to our plans. They're very much cover on cover. So no big deal there. Yeah, I think this is the team that's going to start. Let me have a quick look. I thought I did it. I think I have. I think Past Pete did a good job here. So, yeah, Yuli Hein in net, a back four of Delati, Delitz, Pena, and Sarr, a midfield three of Aluyas, Mirangila, and Rue, and a front three of Neto, Gnonto, and Bisgard. Really enjoying Bisgard at the moment. I think he's excellent. I mean, I know the stats don't really look like it, but he just seems to be there all the time doing the business. And for a free, he's now valued at £55 million. Not bad, eh? Not bad. So, yeah, I cannot stress how important this game is. We need a victory here. If we don't, then our Champions League qualification looks... Well, it hangs in the balance. And being eliminated from the Champions League group stages 2 years in a row is not going to bode well for me, really, is it? I mean, we might be cleaning up in the league, but they'll want continental success. So we need to deliver. Rue playing forward to Bisgard. He's got Delati on the overlap here. Doesn't use him. Bisgard cuts inside. Plays in Neto, and that's 1-0. Bisgard and Neto combining for a lovely goal. And just like that, Bisgard is so good with the ball at his feet. Runs around this guy like he's not there. Sees Delati. Doesn't need him. Cuts inside. Does that guy. Plays in Neto. And that's just icing on the cake. Great, great work so far. And that's what we're capable of. It's very, very dangerous. And that's what we like. So, yeah, that puts us above Ajax, actually, in the group standing. So, as long as we have a better goal difference, that's what's important here. Can we hit them on the counter? Neto playing forward Gnonto. Gnonto, who's not been great this season. Still not great this season. I'll have to show you the comparison because it's actually quite jarring. He came in, scored so many goals for us. And this season, he just can't seem to finish his chances because he's getting probably more chances than he used to. And I don't know, it's just not working for him at the moment, which is a shame because he's a great player. He scored 6 goals in an international game. I think it was against San Marino. 6 goals. That's more than he scored for us all season in a single game. So he's clearly capable. So I don't know what's different. Bisgard plays in Mirangila. Delati. Loads of time and space. Neto with a header. The Ajax goalkeeper was ready and waiting to collect that one. I blinked and missed that. Did the goalkeeper just throw it at Alvarez and it go in his own net? Or was it a kick? Oh my God. I mean, it doesn't matter how they go in as long as they go in, right? Thank you so much. The Ajax goalkeeper there and Alvarez combining to really set our minds at ease in this tie. I'm going to drop back to positive because I don't see the need to leave us short of the back if, you know, it's been a pretty even game on terms of shots and possession. Just like that, Ajax have an opportunity, but they head over. They've gone for a really bold 4-3-3 now. Going all out. They know they need to get a goal in this game. And hopefully that's not going to come. I'm very happy. I know they've not been the best individual performances and there was an own goal in there, but we're doing the job and we're calm about it. You know, we're not flapping. De Ligt, who's so happy to be back because he really is our best defender. Like, he's not just the best defender. Gnonto played in, and that's the Gnonto of last season. A great through ball from Bisgard, and Gnonto finishes that 3-0 up. We can really be happy with this now. But going back to De Ligt, you know, he's not just our best centre-back. He's not just a legendary centre-back. He's considered a legend at the club. He's been here over 10 years. He's our captain. He's our team leader. Like, he's all of these things. And you can't understate that, you know. He's a big part of this team and this club. And I want to keep hold of him for as long as I can because he's very important to this side and how we operate. Even if he's not playing every game, he's still a commanding presence. And, you know, we might have brought in 2 centre-backs so we have 4 now. I mean, 5 if you include Sarr, who I think he's found his place at left-back for us. But, you know, I want competition, but De Ligt really is an icon. And it'll be sad when he starts to decline in a more... what? I think the Ajax goalkeeper just defied physics to stop Neto from scoring, but somehow managed to do that and place the ball in Aluyas's path. What? How quickly does he move there? I know, yes, I know how he gets that past him. But yeah, De Ligt is important, and I'm glad he's back. I don't know how we're going to split up the time between Pena, Seixas, and De Ligt, and Sakachi, so we'll have to see on that one. Because, I mean, the one I was, like, you know, I thought was splurging on a bit was Seixas, because his rating wasn't as good, he's a bit older. But he's been the one that really hit the ground running. I mean, he looks like he belongs at a big side like this. 5-0 to Juventus now, and I don't know how Gnonto got that one over the line. I mean, you think he was on the ground. Delati does his man, has a crack. Gnonto slides in, and it just comes off the goalkeeper, and that's 5-0. I mean, we'll drop some praise, because we really needed a result here, and we've shown up. Greens across the board, apart from De Ligt, after me going on about how important he was. So I'm going to bring on Seixas for Pena. I'm going to bring on Scott Heron. No, I'm not. Let's not do that. Neto's tired. So, oh, I didn't change the substitutes bench from the League One, so we have no wingers. Scott Heron can play on the left, right? Well, that's not looking promising. That's even worse. So, can you play on the right? No. Okay. I don't think he'll use that. Alright, that's going to be fine. It'll be fine. Not worried. So, yeah, Seixas can come on. And Abrahamson for Miragila. Yeah, we'll do that. That seems good to me. But, yeah, we really have got a good side here. And although we lost to City, I think if we'd have had our full squad, we'd have at least gotten a draw out of that game. Because we are really good. Heron, playing in his unfamiliar position, gets the shot away. Probably should have scored there. But yeah, this squad now is starting to feel like one that could challenge for big, big things. I mean, there's still a few holes. There's still some lack of depth in some areas, like left back. But the overall quality of the players that we've got is fantastic. And if we keep bringing in players and keep expanding on that, the only way is up as far as I'm concerned. Eluyas on the break, gives it away to Ramos. Seixas with the header, back to Rue. Back to Rue. That felt quite cool to say. Julian Roon finds Delati. Gnonto, Scott Heron. 6-0. And Ajax have been utterly spanked here. Doesn't matter that Heron's playing in an unfamiliar position. He'll get a goal. Gnonto really wanting his hat-trick, I feel. I'm just going to drop to balanced. There's no need to really go for this at all, is there? And I can see we've got some players tiring. Maybe defensive. They are playing 3 at the front. I would like the clean sheet on top. Uli Hine trying his best to make sure that happens. We'll go on cautious. That'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting this. I'll be honest. After we went to Ajax and lost, I mean, I do feel like that was my own fault still. But this was a very convincing victory. An XG of 3.45. There was only one winner today. Ajax didn't take the chances, but we really took ours. And they even gave us a helping hand. So that is a mega result. Very important to our Champions League qualification. And it all comes down to our game against Mönchengladbach, who are on 0 points with a goal difference of -17. If we can't do the business against these guys, we don't deserve to go through. So 2 more wins following that domination against Ajax. We had a 4-0 win against poor Parma. Really just absolutely tore them apart. Really good game. Goals from Gnonto, Sakachi, Bisgard, and Torres. Very nice stuff. And then a 2-1 victory against Atalanta, who are 3rd in the league. So this was actually quite a difficult game. And they gave it to us. But fortunately for us, we came out the winners. Gnonto and Pulic getting the goals. Very happy with Pulic, to be honest. I mean, it's still at 19 years old. I know he's not very happy with me because I left him out the Champions League squad, but I'm impressed with him. I think he's great. So, yeah, getting him more game time. Hopefully he'll become even better. So that works for me. Already a 3-star player. Something I didn't realise as well is, so the game have been telling me that Yuli Hein had been doing really well. And I kind of not noticed how well he'd been doing. So out of 10 games he's played for us, he's conceded 2 goals and kept 8 clean sheets. That's actually ridiculous. I mean, if you look at his last season at Mainz, he only kept 11 clean sheets the whole season out of 34 games. He's 3 off it with a third of the game, less than a third of the games played. Like, oh my God. He has bumped himself up to a 3-star player as well. So, yeah, Yuli Hein. He's the Juventus number 1, and fair enough. You know, I wasn't sure if he'd be good enough, but fair play to your son. Fair play. So, going into this game against Borussia Mönchengladbach, we're giving it the full team, mainly because we've got Verona in like 5 days time. We're going to be fine. Like, that's okay. I'd rather, solidify this Champions League group qualification and just have that done with. So, in net today, we have the Yuli Hein, a back four of Delati, Delict, Pena, and Sarr, a midfield 3 of Aljuyas, Mirangila, and Roux, and a front 3 of Neto, Ganoto, and Bisgard. I think this is probably our best starting 11. We haven't got any injuries. And, yeah, I mean, Pena is technically a better player than Seixas, even if he's not quite playing as well. I think he's a better partner for Delict. He also, as he is left-footed, so helps that he plays on the left. Midfield-wise, Aljuyas is definitely our best Mazzala, even if he's not playing. Well, the thunderous start, but he's not playing that well at the moment, but that's okay. He's definitely better than Antonio. I don't care what the recent form says. And I prefer Mirangila to Abrahamsen. As good as Abrahamsen is, I think, yeah, this is the team that's going to win us the league this season, that's for sure. So we'll get into this game. I have edited the substitutes, so if we do have any to make, we'll be all right. I don't recognise any players apart from Kangin Lee. I think he's a real player. Or is it Kang Lee Yin? I don't know. Anyway, if we sort these guys out, we are going to be in the Champions League knockout rounds for the first time in this save. And yeah, I don't really want to talk about what happened last season, but we weren't the best, and we had our just desserts. But this time round, we were given a pretty hard group, and I think we've done very well, aside from probably the first game against Ajax where we did lose. But since then, we've definitely been on form. Lost against City at the Etihad, which, I mean, there's not many teams that can go there and do City, so not to be expected, but it was always going to be a really difficult game for us. It wasn't that bad of a defeat, 2-1. But I'd rather concentrate on this game now, get the first goal in, and settle my nerves. That would be wonderful. Pena with the header to Mirangila. Plays through Neto. Neto with a dinky chip, and it hits the crossbar. I was about to jump out of my seat. That was an audacious chip. I loved it. Bisgard with the corner, but it's cleared away. I love seeing that kind of finish, especially from Neto and Ganoto. They both can do it, and it's just, chef kiss. It's delightful to see. Hein playing the ball forward to Neto. Neto was fouled, but managed to stay up. And I'm not sure what really happened there. It was not ideal. Goalkeeper gives it to Mirangila. Plays through Bisgard, who's got to score. Rasmus Bisgard, quickly becoming one of my favourite players in this save and at this club. You know, the Danish lad who played for Barcelona for God knows how many years, left on a free, came to Juventus, and he's just tearing it up. And he's just showing everyone how good he is. He's like, hey, Barca, you let me go for nothing. What were you thinking? So, loving that. I think he's enjoying having Delati behind him on the right-hand side as well. I'm sure that's always a handy thing to have a player as good as that behind you. Oh, dear. So, Mönchengladbach have got one back. Mönchengladbach have got one back. And I also noticed that Ajax have equalised against City. So, the job is not done. Don't be thinking that for a second. So, we are still technically ahead. I think we just have to match Ajax's result, as far as I'm concerned. Half-time 1-1. I'm quite disappointed with this, to be honest, because this is a team that's been absolutely rinsed the whole way through this group stage. I mean, why would they turn up now in the last game when they've got no points? Just to thwart me, probably. So, anyway, Wolf is in, and Yuli Hine turns it behind. I don't know why there's so many rhymes and alliterations going on, but it's just happening, and we're rolling with it. All right. We need another goal. I don't want to draw this game. I want to be secure in this. So we're going to go attacking. And we're going to instruct them to be encouraged, which they are. And we've been playing very well recently, so this is not the kind of performance we need to turn out in the big game. Bisgard collecting the ball from Delati. Plays to Gnotto. Gnotto to Ilyas. Neto. Everyone getting involved. Rue to Saar. Counters into the box and is fouled, and that's got to be a penalty. Don't think he needs the screen for that one. Penalty to Juventus. There it is. Gnotto will step up, and he's not been perfect from the spot, but he's still the number one choice for sure. Tucks it away. 2-1 to Juventus, and the nerves aren't calmed, but, you know, we're feeling better about things, you know. I don't think we were nervous. I think we always had the advantage going into this, so nice to see us apply the pressure. To Delati. Let's get another one, boys. Delati playing through Gnotto, and Muller was quickly out to it, and he just gives it to Gnotto, who tucks it in the back of the net. Lovely stuff. Excellent. Fantastic work. Thank you so much. I think he felt bad he got there first, so he just gave it to him. Awful mistake from the goalkeeper, and Gnotto's not going to miss from there. It might have been a first-time shot, and it might have been a little tricky, but you can't give a player like that an opportunity like that, because he's going to punish you. Delati to Neto. Neto to Ilyas. Saar, Ilyas, Rue. Oh, dude. I was building up to that, Rue. Come on. I still have a massive soft spot for Julian Rue. I really like him. I don't know. For some reason, I like our players who just don't play well every game for some reason. Mönchengladbach hit the crossbar with that corner free kick. Julian Rue, Delati, who's on the left for some reason. Saar gives the ball away, and Gladbach can break. And there is that space on the right-hand side where Delati should have been. A very speculative effort there. And it's highlight after highlight. Gnotto's in behind, and he's one-on-one with the keeper. A tidy finish. And the beautiful chip is executed to perfection. Julian Rue with an assist. Lovely stuff. And I think we can safely say our qualification from the Champions League group stages is assured. And I'm just worried about who we're going to get in the next round, because we are qualifying second. So, I mean, there's going to be no easy games, but we might have got an easier draw had we finished at the top. But it's going to be a difficult ride no matter which way we go. So the important thing is we've qualified. And it was never going to be easy qualifying. Wow. Ajax are beating City 3-1, who must have thrown out a B-side and not been asked about this at all, because they've been amazing. So it's a massive shock for City to lose to Ajax. Bisgard is through. I mean, again, I don't think I'm worried because we're still we're still good. I think we're beating them on goal difference. So we've got 3 from this game. They've got 2 from theirs. Wow, imagine if Gladbach score and that knocks us out of the Champions League. According to this statistic, we're topping the group. So what I'm going to do is just scroll down and scroll back up so it refreshes. I don't know what's happened. Because it said we topped the group, but we've all finished on 12 points. So, are we in? Are we top? Are we out? So, City finished 3-1. We topped the group. City finished second. And Ajax finished third. We had a 12 goal difference to City's 7 to Ajax's 0. Right. Woof! I mean, I know it said we were top, but we're all on the same amount of points. And I don't trust those instant, league calculators because they always trickle behind. But wow, I did not even think for a second we could top this group. So I guess we have to thank Ajax. Cheers, guys. I mean, that's brutal for Ajax, though. Finishing on 12 points, the same amount of points as the top 2 positions, and not qualifying. But you know what? I don't care. Because we finished top of the group. Somehow. I'm still not quite sure why or how or whatever, but he needs a rest, so we're gonna rest him for the next game. I'm not gonna tell him about it because he doesn't really trust me, so there's no point talking to him about it. But hey, you know what? Great stuff. So yeah, lovely. We've qualified for the next round of the Champions League. Just to give you a quick look at the league as well, we've currently 13 played, 37 points. We've only drawn 1 game, I believe. Hang on. If I go to competitions, go to Serie A. There we go. Yeah, we've drawn 1 game, which was against Bologna. We haven't lost any, and we've won 12 games. So we're looking pretty unbeatable. It's actually astonishing how few of our players are in the top stats. But it just shows you what a collective team effort we have. Because we really do. Last year it was all about Gnonto. This year we've got strength and depth everywhere. So it's nice to see. Yeah. Lovely stuff. So we're looking good for the league. We're in the knockout rounds of the Champions League. Maybe this is the year where we can actually... Well, I mean, I know we won the league last year, but you know, if we go far in the Champions League, I'm not saying this is my final season, but it could be if we win everything. I mean, I'm really enjoying being here, which is leading me to believe it won't be my last season no matter what. I also don't think we'll win the Champions League, but that's me being pessimistic. So, who knows? I've been MVPete. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.